Hello, Brigadiers and Brigadettes and hockey fans alike. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to my channel. Now let's jump into some hockey content. Hello everybody, happy Monday. We are 13 days away from my birthday and only 16 subscribers away from 200. So if you are new and you like this video, please make sure to subscribe because I'd like to hit 200 by my birthday. And if not, that's fine. We've got some great people that have subscribed to me, and yeah. So with that being said, let's just move on into the video, which will be covering Jack Eichel 5 mock trade destinations. So Jack Eichel is out with a injury and the trade rumors are ramping up, and we're going to dive into an article that I found that covers 5 teams Eichel could be traded to by Lyle Richardson of BleacherReport.com. So if you have an issue with the teams, it's not my fault, it's Lyle's. So the first team we're going to be talking about is the Detroit Red Wings. So Richardson basically says in this that Dylan Larkin's the one untouchable here, so that they could create a 1-2 combo of Eichel and Larkin down the middle as your centers. I do like that combo. Obviously, that'd be a very good 1-2 punch of having Eichel and Larkin. So then Richardson basically says who are the options to get traded, and he says that either Anthony Mantha or Tyler Bertuzzi could be those options, as well as a combination of these two players or more: Lucas Raymond, Moritz Seider, and Filip Zadina. And I know Zadina's starting to play some, so I don't know if you can still consider him a prospect. That is up to you. And then the tough part I really don't know about this is how much Buffalo is asking for. But you have to assume they're asking for a lot. So if I was Buffalo, I would definitely ask for probably Mantha over Bertuzzi. Yes, Bertuzzi is a goal scorer, but I think Mantha provides better two-way value. But the thing is here, I'm not sure how much he's willing to give up. I could see him giving up one of the 3 prospects, but, Yzerman likes to keep, the team deep. So maybe he wouldn't want to give up more than one prospect. I don't know, maybe you'd get Mantha and then a good prospect and a pick. I don't know how it would work out. So that is the first trade destination. The second one we have is to Los Angeles to play for the Kings. So this one was a little harder to say because I have mixed feelings about this trade. Richardson says that center Gabriel Velarde would likely be included in this deal, as well as possibly Quentin Byfield or Alex Turcotte, or a trade package involving picks. I definitely don't think that he is saying the Sabres would get all 3 prospects in this article, but if he is, that is insane. There's no way they're getting all 3 of those prospects for Eichel. I think that, especially Byfield, they want to hold on to him, or they give up Byfield and then keep the other 2 players. I don't know how it would work. So to me, you're either going to get Byfield and probably some picks, or the 2 other players and some picks. The biggest thing that worries me is, the Sabres, you don't want them to ruin their development. The Sabres, some people say that they have issues developing players, and would you really want to take the risk of being the Sabres organization and then getting Alex Turcotte and then ruining him? I don't know. I don't know if the Sabres would pull the trigger on this deal unless Byfield was coming to Buffalo in the trade. Now we have the third trade, which is to the New Jersey Devils. This one was kind of how I think I would expect a trade to go. They said along the lines, Richardson said that the Devils would either send Jack Hughes or Nico Hischier over, and they would probably trade either Alexander Holtz or former Kelowna Rocket Nolan Foote in the deal as well. Maybe both, it just depends. Now I can definitely tell you I don't think the Devils would trade Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier, as well as whatever they would want. So you'd have to pick one, and that's where it becomes a gamble. Do you want Nico, who's probably, this is what you get, like what you see with Nico is probably what it is. Maybe he gets a little bit better, whereas Hughes, I think his ceiling could be higher, especially offensively. But would you want to take the gamble with Buffalo's history and then just screw up his development, and then Hughes be meh, and then, Nico is just a consistent 2-way player? I don't know, it's one of those things. As for the prospects, one of those 2 guys would definitely get traded over in this deal, headed to Buffalo, but maybe they would want both. It just depends on how bad New Jersey wants Eichel. And then I know some people said that the Taylor Hall trade backfired. That is true, yes, but, that would be something that maybe if Eichel wanted out, that'd be something you have to worry about. But the thing is, you can't say, oh, the Taylor Hall trade backfired and compare that, because the thing that's different there is Taylor Hall is not the same player as Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel is worth more. Now, the fourth trade is probably the sexiest trade, I think you could say, in terms of big market, either that or LA, and that would be sending him to the New York Rangers. So, like I said, they would obviously be a big market team that would be very interesting to see him play for. And it'd be interesting to see if the Rangers can re-sign Mika Zibanejad, and then they'd have Eichel, then Mika as their top two centers. That'd be terrifying for other teams to have to stop that defensively. Now, apparently the Rangers have already tried getting him. I think some of us, if not most of us, do know that. And then as of late, I think they've kind of kicked the tires on this. But they're likely going to have to send over Kakko, or Alexis Lafreniere in the deal. For some reason, I'm seeing a lot of Rangers fans saying, no, we won't have to send one of those two over. They're untouchables. I don't think you're going to get Eichel without sending one of them over. I just don't think that they'd want to do that. Now, I do think that it'd definitely be Kakko, because I think that they haven't seen enough of Alexis in New York to say, okay, we'll send him over, because I think a lot of people think his potential is higher than Kakko's. So, I don't know. I don't think that they would send Alexis over to Buffalo, so I think you're going to have to send Kakko over there. It would have to be a package deal, I think. And in the article, Lyle says that Pavel Buchnevich will likely be included in this deal. So my is yes, Buchnevich will have to be included in this. Kakko will be included, and probably a high prospect or a nice pick would have to be sent over for Buffalo. The thing that scares me, though, is Kakko's not playing well in New York. So what makes it, where he's going to play better in Buffalo? Maybe, he gets paired with people that would help him out, or maybe just the pressure of being in New York goes away. I don't know. So that's the thing that scares me if you're a Sabres fan. Now, the fifth and final trade is kind of a weird one, but we're going to talk about it, is Jack Eichel getting traded to the Ottawa Senators. Definitely a weird one, but that's the thing I like about it. It's different. So my question is, how greedy would Buffalo get if they wanted to send Eichel to Ottawa? Would they want Josh Norris, Tim Stützle? Would they want more after that? That's my question. I'm definitely not sure how likely this one would be, how well Jack Eichel would mesh in Ottawa. But this is a fun thing to explore. They definitely are in the same area of Buffalo in terms of they don't have a lot of success right now. But obviously they've got some guys coming up especially. And I think another big question is, can Matt Murray be their franchise goalie? This team is not great defensively, so it can't be all blamed on Matt Murray, but I'm not sure he'd be the guy. So would you have Eichel in another situation where he's on a team that doesn't have a great goalie? That's something to keep an eye out for. So that is going to wrap up the video for the 5 trades for Jack Eichel. I would have made my own, but COVID has really just killed teams financially, so you'd have to get kind of creative in order to get Eichel, whereas even in a normal market, you'd have to get creative to get Eichel. So that's going to be it. Let me know down in the comments below where you'd like to see Eichel go and what you think a fair package would be. So everybody stay safe, have a great day, stay away from COVID, alright? But also make sure to like this video if you have liked it, and subscribe if you have not and you want to. Everybody, have a good day. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes, and hockey fans in general. This is your captain signing off. Have a great week.